the director of holistic yoga and meditation. What is a chakra? Well, it's a fascinating topic, and the 7 chakras, the 7 major chakras of our being, basically define and control and regulate our health, our hormones, our emotions, our thoughts, our state of consciousness, ultimately our connection to reality. When I was first trained in how to perceive, feel and activate the chakras, I was completely amazed that I had this extended biology that I was completely unconscious to, that I had this energetical blueprint, this energetical map that was connecting me to the universe, and I was simply unaware of it. I was so amazed when I actually was able to start to feel the chakras, feel the energy of the chakras, and most importantly, feel the consciousness related to the different chakras. It really did change my life. It was a fundamental turning point for me in my journey. So these energetic aspects of our being basically connect us to the universe. They define our state, they define our reality, and they define our perception of what's occurring to us. How are the chakras constructed? Well, the chakras are energy, so obviously they're not made of any physical matter. But we have this point in the spine that is basically acts as the root, and then we can consider the stem extending through the body and the chakra opening up 2 to 4 centimeters in front of the physical body, always aligned along the spine. So these are sometimes referred to as the lotuses or spokes, the petals of the chakras, but this aspect of the chakra is the key place which we focus on, the key place for our personal development, our spiritual growth, to harmonize, to activate, to energize these chakras for our evolution. So we have this energetical blueprint that is basically more of a spoke in reality than a petal, but it's very poetic to refer to them as petals. They are a relationship to consciousness. Now, the idea of the chakra itself, chakra means wheel, but it's not actually spinning. It's the energy that spins. So we'll use the analogy of Chinese medicine where we have these fixed points. For example, there's a point in my foot that's related to my liver. Now physically there's no close connection between my foot and my liver, and yet there is an energetical connection. Now these points in my foot that will activate my liver to stimulate the chi, to harmonize the flow of chi, to help heal, to regenerate to stimulate my liver, is basically not ever going to move. It's the chi that actually moves. It's the energy that will start to flow stronger. The same thing applies to the chakra. The spokes of the chakra, they don't actually move. It's the energy that moves itself. The chakra is actually fixed. Even though it's an energetical structure, the energy, the prana as we call it in yoga, is what will circulate in the chakra, activating the chakra. So when the chakra is most developed, it will be approximately 10 centimeters in diameter when the consciousness fully manifests at this level of our being. So when the chakra is activated, or our intention is to collect energy and accumulate it in the chakra to connect with that sphere of consciousness, that sphere of reality. So we can use the analogy of a sailboat, that the sailboat opens and basically it sails and accumulates the wind. We think of the chakra as accumulating energy. That's where the chakra gets its power from, the prana. So the more energy we're able to harmonize the chakra, open the chakra, activate the chakra. Now this is a connection to the human energy field, or more simply, the aura. So there are 7 major chakras in our being, 7 antennas. Significantly, there's also what we call secondary chakras, which can have a minor role, but can also have a very important, significant role, depending on their specific function. But the 7 major chakras are focus on our transformation, on healing, and so on. So if we consider this idea from quantum physics that the human is a holographic structure, that the part is in the whole and the whole is in the part, what we have to take from this is that we all have the potential to awaken certain levels of our being, certain levels of our consciousness, because we are a direct replica, we are a direct map of the universe. And this basically means that we have the potential to connect with all different frequencies of energy, different wavelengths of energy, directly through the activation of the 7 chakras. So significantly, if we're having a health problem, we want to achieve some form of healing, purify from negative emotions, basically have an increased harmony. The deepest, most profound way of achieving that is through the activation, the harmonizing, the purification of the chakra that specific emotion or is relevant to. Because this energetical body, it heals, it controls our physical body. So it's the deepest way of acting in order to achieve some form of healing, some form of purification, or some higher state of elevated consciousness. So when we purify, we actually release this negative emotion, and it's done through one of the 7 chakras, because this is our blueprint, our connection to the universe. So this means that the understanding, the knowledge of the 7 chakras is critical in our development. Yet in the West, we're still becoming acquainted with our understanding, our knowledge of the chakras. It's really only been approximately 100 years since certain authors, since certain groups expounded the knowledge of the chakras in the West. And yet in the East, the yogis have known about the chakras for thousands of years. So they really are a source of wisdom and an amazing part of our being. It's a fascinating topic, very compelling, and it really is something that every person on the journey of personal growth, spiritual development, wanting to evolve, needs to understand. Because the chakras, they define our experience of life. They define our thoughts, our health, our emotions. Basically, our interaction with the universe is defined through the chakras. So we can trace back thoughts, good or bad, to one of the 7 chakras. So we're really looking, therefore, at understanding that our relationship to the universe comes directly through one of the 7 chakras. But the beautiful thing is that because these chakras are embedded in our extended biology, is that we have the potential to transform. We have the potential to heal. We just need to awaken that specific level of consciousness. And that's a really beautiful idea, because it doesn't matter who you are, we all have that potential. So, as always, thanks for watching. Invest in your soul.